The light above the grand marble staircase kept flickering like it was trying to send a warning. Ethan Carter stood on the ladder, his rough hands tightening around the toolbox, sweat gathering at his temples, not because of the work, but because of the silence in the mansion behind him. He had fixed lights in hundreds of homes before, but never in a place like this. Never for a woman like her. And when the billionaire CEO leaned close and whispered what she really wanted, Ethan nearly lost his balance. Before we begin, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of unexpected love, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kin's Space. Your support keeps these stories alive. Ethan was 36 years old, a widowed father raising his 7-year-old daughter Lily alone. Life had not been kind to him. 3 years earlier, his wife had passed away after a long illness, leaving behind hospital bills, heartbreak, and a little girl who cried herself to sleep for months asking when her mother would come home. Ethan had once been an engineer with dreams of building a future, but grief had swallowed everything. To survive, he sold his car, moved into a tiny apartment, and took whatever work he could find. Electrical repairs, plumbing, painting, anything to keep food on the table. Every morning, Ethan would wake before sunrise, make Lily breakfast, braid her messy little hair the way her mother used to, and walk her to school before starting work. He lived for her smile. But no matter how hard he worked, it never felt enough. The rent was always late. The bills kept stacking. And every night, when Lily was asleep, Ethan would stare at the ceiling wondering how much longer he could keep pretending he was strong. That Tuesday changed everything. He received a call from an upscale estate in the richest part of the city. The client wanted urgent electrical repairs. The pay was more than Ethan usually earned in a week. He couldn't believe it. He almost thought it was a prank. When he arrived, the gates alone looked more expensive than his entire apartment. The mansion belonged to Victoria Hale, one of the most powerful CEOs in the country. Her company was worth billions. Her face appeared on magazine covers, business interviews, and television screens. People called her cold, untouchable, ruthless. Ethan had seen her before, but only from afar. She opened the door herself. Victoria looked nothing like the photos. She was elegant, yes, but tired. Her eyes carried a weight that money couldn't erase. There was sadness hidden behind her perfect posture, a loneliness so deep Ethan noticed it instantly. She led him inside and pointed to the chandelier above the staircase. The light had been flickering for days. Ethan got to work, trying to ignore the strange tension in the air. The house was massive, but it felt empty. Too quiet. Like no one truly lived there. As he worked, Victoria watched him. Not the way rich clients usually watched workers, with impatience or judgment. She watched him like she was studying something she had forgotten. Then she asked about the small pink hairband around his wrist. Ethan smiled for the first time that day. It belonged to Lily. She had put it there that morning for luck. Victoria's expression softened. For some reason, that tiny detail cracked something open inside her. She asked if he had children. He told her about Lily. He told her about losing his wife. He didn't know why he was telling her. Maybe because her silence felt safe. Victoria listened, and for the first time in years, someone listened to Ethan without pity. When he finished fixing the light, he climbed down. That was when Victoria stepped closer and whispered the words that changed his life. She said she didn't need the light fixed. She needed someone to teach her how to be a mother. Ethan froze. He didn't understand. Victoria explained.